What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel, and today I have for you guys the Mezco exclusive Gotham by Gaslight Joker. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I upload new content constantly throughout the week, so make sure you hit that bell icon so you stay notified when I do upload new videos. And if you do enjoy this video or any of my other ones, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. It is a very small goal of mine to reach at least one new subscriber per new video that I put out. So please be my one new subscriber for this video. Thank you so much in advance. As always, if you want to support this channel, guys, all I ask is that you watch my videos from start to finish. The information on the channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and once again, guys, I have for you the Mezco exclusive Gotham by Gaslight Joker. Now, this guy is super cool, super creepy, and I am super excited to bring you this review. Now, I have not read the Gotham by Gaslight comic series or storyline or whatever, but I have heard that technically Joker does not make an appearance except for being on a wanted poster. So that kind of gave Mezco a lot of free reign when it came to them developing this character or this figure, and they recently put out a post that they did take that and run with it, in a sense that they wanted to come out with a Joker that represented some of his first few appearances in the comics. And while I'm editing, if I can remember, I'll try to remember to put some pics up right here next to him of some of his first appearance pics in the comics. So even they admitted that that's where they drew inspiration from. And so that was really cool. The second I saw it, I was like, Mezco, take my money. And sure enough, a few days after MezCon ended, all they did was reveal it during the MezCon, and they didn't really give any other details. Then all of a sudden they were just like, oh, pre-order open now, go get it. And I instantly, as soon as I got that post notification, just went straight to their website, hit add to cart, and purchase instantly. It was one of the most easiest purchases I could make, because I was already actually in the market to buy a Mezco Joker. In fact, I was already in the market to just buy a new Mezco. I absolutely love Mezco toys so much, and there's nothing quite like the feeling of buying a new Mezco, opening it up, taking off that plastic, and seeing all the cool accessories and hands and other things that they come with. So I was already in the market for another new Mezco, and more specifically a Joker, and I was eyeing the Prince of Crime edition, but I was really just like, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm pulling the trigger, and then they announced this one, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait to see when they're gonna release this one. And for a while there was no real news on when they were gonna release it or anything, so I was really about to just buy the Prince of Crime edition. And then, like I said, all of a sudden they sent out the post that this guy is up for pre-order, and then all of a sudden it came out that this guy isn't up for pre-order, but he is up for order. So they already had this guy made and ready to ship as soon as you place that order. So that was super cool. So I was super excited, and the fact that people were getting him the next day, it turns out that those people actually live in New York, where Mezco is now based out of here in the States, so that's how they were able to get overnight shipping. So I got mine a little later, but this guy is just super cool, and I'm sure you guys can tell by the way I'm rambling on about him that I just absolutely love him, and I just think he's one of the coolest action figures ever, and I could not be happier with a Joker like this. So this guy is not only based off the Joker's first few appearances in the comics, he also of course is based off Jack the Ripper, since Gotham by Gaslight does take place in that time period. So he does come with a whole host of crazy horror accessories that this toy is definitely not for kids, guys. So with that being said, if I don't stop myself here, I'm going to keep talking, because I absolutely love this Joker. I've already had so much fun taking pics with this Joker, and in fact, Halloween is right around the corner, and you know what? I'm going to start something for myself right here, right now, and I'm going to post a new pic of this guy every single day on my Epic Shots by CoolFigurez Instagram page for the month of October. So starting October 1st, I will be posting a new pic of this guy every single day in the month of October. So that should be fun. It should be a nice challenge for me to try to get really creative with just a single figure. Obviously, I'll bring in other figures to cross over and have some kind of what I am really drawing a blank on the word right now, guys. But you know, he'll be crossed over with some figures. The other figures will be there so that he can, chase them and whatnot and do other things, because this Joker is definitely made for Halloween shoots. And with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at all the accessories that he comes with, because this guy comes with a lot. So sit back, relax, as this is going to be a bit of a long one, because he comes with a lot of stuff, but he comes with a lot of really cool, unique stuff. So first and foremost, let's start off with the two head sculpts. So he is wearing the head sculpt that he comes with in the box, which is the smiling, grinning one right there. And he is wearing about 4 accessories, 2 on his head, and we'll get into that, because like I said, he comes with so many accessories. So he does also come with an alternate head right here, where it is more of a serious, more, like Joker's not playing anymore face. So that's really nice. And the paint apps are very well done. There's no bleed over, no bleed through. Very nicely done, especially since he has a white face and green hair. And then even the details in the eyes, how they got that down, that's really, really cool. So that is the second head sculpt that he comes with. He only comes with 2 head sculpts. Now we're going to move on to his hands. Now his hands, he comes with, I believe, 2 pairs of hands, and the rest are just very unique styled hands. They aren't pairs in a sense. So he does come with a pair of fisted hands. And as you can see, on all his left hands, he has carved in "ha-ha," and all the left hands have that carved in on it. So that is really cool that Mezco did that. Obviously, with it being a Mezco exclusive and their MezCon exclusive, which would technically be their San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, they probably wanted to go all out, so they went ahead and went all out. So here's another left hand right here, and as you can see, it also has "haha" carved into it. And this is more of a flat gripping hand for some of the bladed weapons. We'll look into the weapons definitely right after this, but first let's take a look at all the hands. He comes with a more of a open C grip hand right here for more of the other accessories. Or actually, this one has the middle finger attachment. So there's a tool that I will show you guys, and I'll bring this hand back up when I show you guys that he uses, that it's meant to go in between the fingers. But the only thing is, I did run into an issue. This one came glued together, and the accessory that's supposed to go in between the fingers would not fit in between the hole. So I did just get a sharp X-Acto knife and just slice the bit of glue or paint that was holding the middle 2 fingers together, so that way they open up and split, and I'm able to get that tool in there. Like I said, when I pull that tool out to show you guys, I will bring that hand back up and show you what I'm talking about in more in depth. So he does also come with a clawed grab hand, so it's kind of like he's coming at you, like he's grabbing you. It could be like he's grabbing somebody's throat. It could be used for a lot of those kind of shoots. Once again, it is a left hand, so he does have "ha-ha" carved in on that one. He comes with, of course, his classic Joker hand, where he could probably put the cards that he comes with in here. I haven't tried it yet, but let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if these cards will fit here, because I actually just recently saw somebody use this hand in a Salt Bay style toy photography. So Joker was essentially doing the Salt Bay trick. The guy that salts the beef from like this, from a very high point. Oh, they do fit. So the Joker, as you can see, does come with 3 playing cards, and they do fit in this hand right here. So as you can see, it fits perfectly in this hand, and I'm sure you could fit the 3rd one in here as well, so you could be holding it like that. Or like I said, this other person did use it as a Salt Bay, like he was like, salting it from up here. So 3 cards, now that I have them right here, that's not actually, before we go into the cards, let's finish off the hands. He does come with 2 pairs of single card holding hands. He has one on right now, as you can see, where he's holding the back card right there. He also comes with a left-handed one. As you can see, it says "ha-ha" right there as well. He also comes with another more closed off C grip hand, and this is a right hand. And last but certainly not least, he of course comes with not a pointer finger, but a shushing finger, you know, to tell the people that are watching, shh, whatever you're seeing now, if you're quiet, it won't happen to you. So with that being said, that is all the hands that he comes with. Oh wait, he does come with one more, which is the one he has right here holding the briefcase. He can use it to hold the briefcase or a few of the other accessories of the tools that he has. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the playing cards that he comes with. He comes with a total of 3 playing cards, a heart, a Joker card, and of course a bat card. Of course, Joker would not be complete without his homage to the bat. He does come with a few soft good things, which is really cool, more than I actually thought that he came with. The first one being this bloodied up apron that he wears around his body when he's, you know, doing his Sweeney Todd things. You know, that way it's a little cleaner for YouTube. He also does come with this green scarf inside right here, so you do get to take that out, as well as this purple trench coat. And then underneath he does have a white shirt. We will take off the trench coat in a second, but let's finish off with the accessories first. So he also, of course, comes with a top hat right here. So this is nicely done, whoops. I absolutely love the green on this. It's very nicely done. It sits very nicely on his head. It snaps on. There's a few little whoops. There's a few little things on the inside to help keep it on his head and whatnot, so that's really nice. The glasses as well are removable from this head, as you can see. They do you just kind of snap them onto the side, and then when you want to, whoops, take them off. There we go, guys. Sorry, I had to be real careful because you know how Mezco stuff is. So here are the glasses off of his face. They are a nice shade of green right there on both sides. They do hook around his ears, like I said, but as you saw, you got to be very, very careful when you are removing them, because if they get caught and you pull too hard, they will break. They are a very thin, brittle plastic, so be very, very careful with that if you did happen to pick this guy up. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at, of course, the briefcase where the rest of the accessories are. Let's pull him forward so we can take it out of his hand. Sorry, Joker, I gotta finish this review. Hold on, let me pop his hand off and see if it'll be easier that way. Whoops. Alright guys, so here is the briefcase out of his hand. It is very nicely well detailed. It is a hard plastic, no soft plastic, except for the handle. It is a softer, pliable plastic, more of a leather feel, which is odd that they went with the handle for that, but not the outside of the briefcase, but it's okay, you know, as long as it looks really nice, and it is. And it does, so that's really good, and it's nicely detailed. It looks kind of weather worn and whatnot, so really cool. And I absolutely love the paint accents that it has, the bronze, the golds, so it's very nice. And it does, of course, open up so that you can unveil all his torture weapons. So we're gonna go through these one by one, so let me pull them out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got all the little tools and accessories out of the case, but before we look at them, I wanted to give you a quick look at the case while it's empty, so you can see that the foam inserts do in fact actually have cutouts for the tools, which is really nice, so they fit in there nice and snug, and you can close the case up and open it and they're in place still. The only thing is they are kind of difficult to get out because, you know, it is kind of small and tight, you know, especially for adult fingers. So my recommendation is to try to get at least one of the tools out and then use that to, you know, try to get the rest of them out. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the tools that were in this case. The first one being, whoops, this butcher knife right here. So he does come with a large butcher knife with a little bit of blood stains on it right there. Very nicely done. If we flip the knife around, being very, very careful because once again, very thin plastic on the blade. The handle, as you can see, is a nice brown plastic. So very nicely detailed, of course. It is a Mezco product. So with that being said, every time I go over one of these accessories, I'm going to go ahead and just pop them back into the case so I don't lose them, because that would really suck. Next up, he does have a pair of pliers, and then they do of course have bloodstains on them as well, and they do open and function, which is really nice. As you can see, they have some teeth on them, so who knows what he uses them for, but I definitely don't want to know. So moving on from that, if I can actually get it to get into the case, there we go. We're going to move on to probably my favorite accessory that he comes with in terms of the tools, and that is the Joker saw. And he has ha 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 written all over it, front and back, and it is definitely stained with blood. So that is a really cool accessory that he has, a really dark accessory, but a very fitting accessory as well. So next up, we are going to take a look at this mallet type axe thing. Don't really know what it's called, but it looks like a mallet or an axe. It looks more like an axe now I look at it and think about it. And once again, it is stained with a lot of blood. Once again, this Joker is inspired by Jack the Ripper, so you know he does have that part to him. Not that he doesn't already. So moving on, he does come with a smaller butcher knife as well, more of a stiletto type thing, and this of course does have a little blood stain on it. Looking at the handle, it is very similar to the larger butcher knife, brown with the little you know, wooden screw accents. Go ahead and put that one back in. Next up, I call the let's put a smile on that face knife, because it is carved like a smile. So you know, it's kind of like one of those unique knives that people that use, or that just they use to look fancy or whatnot, but it's another knife that he gets, of course, stained with blood as all the other tools, and it's more of a taped hilt on this one, not so much a wooden one. So yeah, take that for what you will. Let's go ahead and put that right back in here. Keeps flipping to the wrong side, but we eventually get it. Moving on to the third before the last tool is another knife. Of course, the Joker is known for his knives, so he is going to have a whole sort of them. So not only does this one have blood like all the other ones, obviously, it also has a twirling hilt right here, as you can see, not common like the other two or three. It is all metal all the way through, and it has that nice twirling design right there. So let me pull this forward and slip this back into its case. So second to last, we do have a hook. Now this thing probably looks like it does some pretty decent damage, especially in the Joker's hand. So of course it is really stained up with blood, and much like the knife we looked at right now, it does have that twirl hilt right there. It's all metal, no wood or tape. So we'll put that in. Whoops. Right there. Maybe it goes that way. There we go. Alright, and certainly last but not least, we have the tool that I was mentioning earlier that goes in that certain hand. So as you can see, the top of the piece of the tool is pretty thick, and it is not removable from the bottom piece, so I couldn't remove it and then slip the thinner piece through and then cap it on with this. So I ended up having to, cut the hand, and I will bring that hand forward right now so that you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the hand in question. It's right there. So these two fingers right here were actually stuck together, so I had no separation, and this wasn't going to go through. But now that I sliced them apart, I can just simply put, it is a very thin rod right here of plastic, so I highly recommend you being super careful if you're going to be messing with this and trying to get it in his hand. And right there it is. So it is in between his fingers, as you can see. He holds it like that. So I don't know about everybody else's, but mine did come glued together or painted together, like the paint's dried together. So I went ahead and just grabbed an X-Acto knife and just sliced that through. So now it goes right through, and it fits, fits perfectly in his hand. So that is all the accessories from the briefcase right there. But like I said, he does come with a few other soft good accessories that we will take a look at right now. But before we do, I will pull the back card forward a little closer so you can take a look at it right there. So let me take his coat off and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so here he is without his coat on, and here's the inside of the coat so that you can see. There is something really cool that I want to bring up about the coat, so let's take a look at it first. It is a very nice fabric, very nicely done. The stitching is very nicely done. It does sit well on him. It does come with 3 little push and pull buttons right here, so be very careful when you're opening and closing these, because they can probably rip out if you pull too hard. The cool thing that I wanted to point out about this is that his pockets are functioning pockets. They do actually hold stuff. So if we go ahead and stick, let's see, this front part in, push it in right there, look, it's an actual pocket. So you can have his hand, he could have the tool in his pocket, his hand outside right here, you know, as a picture. So that's really cool. And I found that out because it does have a separate little lining right here. So as you can see, it does have a pocket, which is really cool. You know, most figures that come with coats and whatnot, their pockets are non-functioning. The other side does also have a little pouch for it, so I believe it is also a functioning pocket, if I am not mistaken, unless they made one functioning and one not. Nope, they are both functioning pockets. So you get 2 functioning pockets in this jacket, which is really nice. It is a very nice purple to, you know, go nicely with the pants as well as the scarf that comes with it. Now it is just a basic piece of fabric and whatnot, and it is a little stretchy, but not too stretchy, but it is nice. And like I said, it is a nice green, so it is really cool to get. So that is all the soft good accessories that he comes with. So last but certainly not least, he of course comes with, give me a sec, let me stand him up. Will he stand on his own? I don't know. There we go. He of course comes with the Mezco stand, and this one says the Joker. So that's really cool. I absolutely love this font. It's very reminiscent of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker font, and just, you know, a very Joker-y, Joker-esque font. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull this guy forward and take a closer look at him. I don't know if we do, because he is creepy from afar and even creepier up close. So here's a closer look at this head sculpt. We took a closer look at the other one earlier, but here's a closer look at this one right here. This is the one he comes with out of the box. I absolutely love these head sculpts. My one and only gripe with this figure would be the hands. They don't plug in too well, especially for him being a Mezco. They seem to be slipping in and out. Maybe I just haven't been pressing them in hard enough, but that's just been my one gripe. Other than that, there is nothing wrong with this figure in my opinion. Some people have said the head looks a little too big for the body, but in my opinion, that is with a lot of figures. That just happens to be the case. So that is not too much of a gripe for me. So I'm completely happy with this figure. Pulling him up, we can take a look at the lower part of his pants. He has a little dirt and grime on them, as you can see, so you can tell he's definitely been out and about working, or you know, places that he shouldn't be. So here's a look at the side. His suspenders are kind of a bungee material, so they do slip on and off, but then you can just pull them back up. Here's a look at his back. Here's the other side. And then of course back to the front. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. He can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He can look down pretty significantly. He can look up pretty, I guess just basically straight up at you. He does have pretty decent head tilt, as he does have a dumbbell joint at the neck as well. His arms do go out all the way, and you do of course get 360 rotation, which is hindered by the real clothes, so be very careful with that. You do not get a bicep swivel. Very little butterfly joint, very slight. You do get double hinge elbows though, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but they are slightly hindered. See, there goes the hand popping off, but you do get rotation. Let me pop it back on. You do get rotation at the wrist right there, up, down, in and out, wherever you twist the ball. You do get decent waist rotation with this Joker figure. In terms of leg articulation, he goes out that far, once again hindered by the real clothes. Be very careful so you do not rip him. He does come with double hinge knee joints, so he does go back that far. That is the first and only time I'm going to be doing that with this figure. So his ankle articulation is not the best. As you can see, it's pretty stiff going down, and that's as far up as it will go. A very stiff ball rocker joint, and once again, his hands pop off constantly. So that is my only gripe with this figure, is his hands do tend to pop off. But other than that, I am very happy with this Joker, very happy with this figure, very happy with the accessories that he comes with. What do you guys think of this Joker? Let me know down in the comments. Did you pick him up? Are you thinking about picking him up from third-party market now that you've seen, reviews and pictures of him? I'm really curious to know what you guys think. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. Actually, let's take a look at some really creepy pics that I took of this guy, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Go ahead and check it out. If you like what you see, leave me a follow there as well. And you can find the unboxing for this figure over on my TikTok, where I do all my unboxings, because I am like a child when I get a new toy and I cannot wait to open it up. So I do all my unboxings on TikTok. Check me out there. And if you did enjoy this video or any of my ones, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.